Hi everyone, welcome to EduCub. Today we are going to learn about new lesson from grade 9. This is 10th lesson electrolysis. I have divided this lesson into two parts. Now we are going to discuss the first one. So our subtopic also electrolysis. There was a news item of woman who has been cooking food keeping aluminium pan on electric leaky hot plate. She was struck with electric shock when she was pouring coconut milk into the curry. She had got shock even though she was not touching the pan. How could this happen? The leaky electric current should have passed through the coconut milk and entered woman's body. Your elders must have told you that connecting electric plug with wet hand is dangerous. The reason for the electric leak stated above should be the conduction of electricity through aluminum liquid medium. So we have to find out whether the electricity is conducted through any substance in liquid state. We need a beaker to carbon rods, an ammeter to dry cells, connecting wires, kerosene, salt solution, acidified water, copper sulfate solution and distilled water. Let's see what we have to do in here. Connect the ammeter and two dry cells to the two carbon rods as shown in the figure. Dip the two carbon rods partially in the liquid or solution you are taking. Pour the liquid above into the beaker. Observe whether there is a deflection in the ammeter. Tabulate your observation here. It is seen here that the ammeter deflects only when some liquids or solutions are used. This is the observation table which liquid causing a deflection in ammeter. When you are using salt solution, copper sulfate solution, acidified water, there's a deflection in ammeter. When you are using kerosene and distilled water, there is no deflection in ammeter. Indicator of the ammeter deflect when current passing through it. Therefore, current has passed through the solution resulting in the deflecting in ammeter. The solution of salt, copper sulfate and acidified water all contain mobile ions. These solutions conduct electricity through these mobile ions. Liquids or solutions which conduct electricity are called electrolytes. Since kerosene and distilled water do not conduct electricity, they do not bring about deflection in ammeter. Such liquids, solutions do not conduct electricity as they do not contain mobile ions. Liquids or solutions which do not conduct electricity are referred as non-electrolytes. Compounds such as sodium chloride and copper sulfate are known as ionic compounds. They exist in solid state. They are made up of oppositely charged ions formed by the relevant atoms. Although there are ions in solid ionic compounds, they cannot move freely. Hence, those compounds do not conduct electricity in the solid state. But if an ionic compound is dissolved in water to give an aqueous solution, the ions in it become mobile. Thus, aqueous solution of ionic compounds are good conductors of electricity. When an ionic solid is heated and brought to the liquid state, it is called fused substance. Ions in the fused liquid also can move. Accordingly, ionic compounds conduct electricity in fused state. Our next subtopic is changes caused in a solution by an electric current. When electricity is conducted through an electrolyte, the conductors to which the electric current enters the electrolyte and exist are called electrodes. In the activity we have done above, the electric current enters solution by the carbon electrode and exits from the solution through other carbon electrodes. Let's study the changes brought about in a solution by electric current. So we need a beaker, ammeter, connecting wires, copper sulfate solution, carbon electrodes, two dry cells. In here, set up the apparatus as shown in the figure and pass the electricity through the copper sulfate solution. See the observation. The electrode connected to the positive terminal of the external supply of electricity is called positive electrode. The electrode connected to the negative terminal of the external supply of electricity is called negative electrode. In above activity, it can be observed the deposition of reddish-brown substance at the negative electrode and the liberation of gas bubbles at the positive electrode. A gradual decrease of blue color can be also observed in the solution. Hence, it is clear that compounds contained in weak undergo chemical change. The chemical change caused by electric current passes through the solution. Here, copper is deposited on the negative electrode and oxygen has liberated at the positive electrode. Copper sulfate undergoing the chemical change has turned into copper, a simpler substance. The chemical change effected by passing an electric current through an electrolyte is known as electrolysis. During this process, electrolyte is converted into more simpler compounds. A substance that doesn't react chemically with the electrolyte referred as inert electrode. Carbon and platinum electrodes are such examples. So now we are going to discuss about electrolysis of acidulated. To find out the products of the electrolysis of acidulated water, we need distilled water with few drops of dilute sulfuric acid, 9-volt battery, 2 carbon dot plastic container, connecting wires to test tubes. Make 2 holes in the bottom of the plastic container. Pass 2 carbon dots to those holes and seal the holes with substance such as wax. Add acidulated water into the container and arrange the apparatus shown in this figure. Observer, record your observation. In this activity, it can be observed that gas bubbles evolve at the electrodes. The gases evolved get collected in test tubes. The volume of the gas collected at the negative electrode is approximately twice the volume of gas collected at the positive electrode. It can be examined that hydrogen gas evolves at the negative electrode and oxygen gas evolves at the positive electrode. If the gas evolved at the positive electrode, it is collected and tested with glowing splint is put into the splint reignites. This verifies that gas evolved at the positive electrode is oxygen. Similarly, if the gas evolved at the negative electrode is separated and lighted splint is put into it, the gas burns with squeaky pop sound. This confirms that gas evolved at the negative electrode is hydrogen. Let's see the applications of electrolysis. First one is extraction of various metals. Examples are given: sodium and aluminium. Second one, industrial manufacture of caustic soda. That means sodium hydroxide. Third one, electroplating. This is what we have to learn as the first part of this lesson. Our next video is from same lesson. Topic is electroplating. Thank you.